That's what you wanted.
Yeah.
All right, that's enough chit chat.
Okay,
That's enough fun.
No chat. No chat.
We're here to play a game.
We got Soldier.
Wait, here we are. No, hold on. Before this, look at the camera. Are you ready? Hey YouTube, thanks for joining us for this Violent Dark playthrough. We're here with the writer of Violent Dark, Matthew Burns. Let's get started. Intro music. This one's going to be on YouTube later, and that hopefully I'll cut this part. I won't cut this part out. So hey YouTube still, we're here with our Twitch chat playing Violent Dark. Thanks for being, okay, Matt, what are we doing?
All right, Matt, what mission are we playing?
We're playing Escape Pod. So at this point, the ship has officially been overrun. The cryopods have been opened, waves of human resources have been sent at the threat, and at this point, the ship has decided that, at this point, destroying this billion-dollar vessel is a better investment than allowing it to end up careening into a planet that's already been terraformed or somehow spreading the Xeno menace. So the last bit of crew has been awoken in here you go. Maybe you can get to these pods and get out, or you can blow up with the ship. And that's where we're at.
Nice.
So we have 10 turns in this game with additional turns on a 6-up, and there could be up to 3 extra turns. There could be a potential of 13. And we have to survive to the end of the game is the overall objective. But we are going to wake up in the cryopod chamber located up at the top. We have to make our way down to the escape pod room. And to sort of activate them and get them ready, we need to make 2 successful awareness rolls by the end of the last turn of the game, and survive. Have at least one character survive for it to be a major victory. And we will choose a plan B as normal. We do have to place 2 PTT in the escape pod sector, and then 1 random one within 6 inches of the center of the table.
All right, Ben, would you like to roll this die on cam?
Oh, yes, dude, yes.
Roll it right in the middle, and then you'll move it to the center, so then you move it like right under the camera.
Okay, so it's 7, and it's going this way, right?
Yeah, so it's going like this area, around 7 that way.
This is kind of cool.
So a little bit more like that.
Oh, okay.
Right there, 7
so like right there.
Yep. Cool.
That's
all right,
Or
so
the enemies. Is Violent Dark like DLB in a sense where there's rules you can use to field an alien threat of your own? So there is currently there's always a basic whatever the threat is. So right now we're using the basic Xeno. In Rogue Synths, there's a basic Rogue Synthetic. One of the unlocks allowed or added in 2 different forms or 2 different kind of stat lines for the Xeno where they play differently. So there's 3 different Xenos for you to choose from that will be in the core book at this point.
I would say, and I'm not the writer, but I would say that the core game in Violent Dark is similar in the sense with Don't Look Back, where you could, if you wanted, adapt it to any form of threat, alien, monster type thing. But Matt's kind of going in and really like finessing rules for specific types that he kind of has in his mind. In the same way that with Don't Look Back, where, we really wanted to do like a clown killer. So there's like the Sideshow Slaughter expansion, which expands on that. It's not going to be the same as Don't Look Back, but that's kind of like, I think the core game for Violent Dark really covers like a lot of your core tropes that you could probably list off,
Yeah, and part of that too, you may have said this, I was spacing out while totally not being super excited that Furry Sasquatch was in chat for the first time in a long time. But was not excited. So Violent Dark, because a player, which is in this case Matt, can play the threat, it does have to be a little bit more reined in and a little bit more specifically balanced.
Right.
Because if you just like, and Matt's mentioned this potentially has a lot more competitive nature to it, which means you have to have a little bit more deliberate thought onto how powerful each side is.
Right.
So in Don't Look Back, there are some the Swole Reaper that we just released. That guy, he is a boss fight. He is meant to be hard. He is meant to be tough to kill and almost force failure at times, right? But if that was the same thing for Violent Dark, it would be like, wow, that's super unfair for anyone who's playing the threat, and that sucks and isn't fun. So there's a little bit of a different like game mindset going into it, which is why the threats are more specific than DLB.
Yeah, this is definitely a step further away from narrative than DLB is. Yeah. This is definitely getting a little bit more into like a competitive, even when you're using the AI. Even the basic Xeno is very deadly. Some of the crew on a good roll could be killed, like one-shotted by the Xeno. So there's different strategies that you can use, and one of the things I'm really excited about exploring in this game a little bit more, especially with the way kind of the sectors and the doors and the map sort of works, your board. Always fighting the Xeno or the threat, maybe depending on the crew that you have and what postures you choose for them to be in, allow you to interact with them differently. So the Xeno, kind of a big strategy is how you manipulate the bulkhead doors to kind of buy you time and give you space and maybe allow you to search if you don't have a lot of weapons, or to start to make some headway through the board to get where you need to go and to do what you need to do.
And something else that I should mention is, like, as part of the background thing, like, we've got a lot of plans. If this gets backed up to a high enough amount, like, we're gonna add a lot of content to the core game. So Matt's got a ton of stuff planned out. I mean, it's like we're only like at the start. So that said, speaking of start, let's start the game.
Okay, you picked some crew for us, right?
I've picked Soldier.
Yes.
Stowaway.
Oh, okay.
Roughneck and Lieutenant.
I would like to be the Roughneck.
I'll play.
You pick one, and then I'll pick.
I'll play the Army.
You're imagine being the space art. I'm a Stowaway and a rough. Okay, and the characters are already there.
Yeah, I already set them up. Oh wait.
No, you have an engineer.
Wait. Wow. Oh yeah. Wait, no, I'm gonna do the engineer.
You're gonna do the engineer?
Yeah. Give you guys something maybe fresh.
Not that these have to be. These are archetypes. They can be represented by whatever.
And I mentioned that on the launch. Is like I sculpted them, except for maybe a couple, like the Soldier and the Stowaway, which are kind of obvious. Some of the other crew miniatures, like you could use the engineer miniature, the one that I intended it to be the engineer as. You could probably use it for something else, if you wanted to. Or we also have a pretty sick range of space horror miniatures on our website, and there's a lot of those that you could use as part of this game. So yeah, let's just say that, and let's start the game.
Yeah. So Matt, we're trying to get through the escape pods. We've set up 2 PTTs in the escape pod room. We've set up the random one from the center of the board. What's next?
So we are officially into the IFS phase, but we don't have anybody dead, and we don't have to place any tokens because we've got some here. So the computer is scanning. It's letting us know that there are some threats that it's detecting out there. And then we go into the threat phase. And we're going to start by adding dread. So we start with 1 from the mission.
Right.
I don't need another one yet, so I'm just at 1.
Scatter die.
Did you guys choose your posture, whether you are going to be offensive or defensive?
Yeah, my Roughneck is feeling super cocky from punching the lights out of that Xeno last game. So she's going offensive. My Stowaway, though, as a Stowaway does, is going to be defensive, I think.
Oh, I can't.
And if this is your first time tuning in, if you weren't here last time, one of the big, so people have asked, like, what's kind of the difference between DLB and this? So you're going to see that some of the stats are similar. It's a D20 system. You have quick and long actions, but there's differentiated health a little bit more between characters instead of just like 10 injuries and you're dead. You'll see that the numbers are much higher. Crew have between 20, 25, and synthetic characters are at 40 usually. One of the other neat things is that the characters, they're not named. There are some named, but your basic crew are just a type. And you get to choose to play them in a defensive or an offensive posture. And their stats and their traits and equipment and things are different based on that. Once turn 3 rolls around, characters who are in the cryosleep chamber can spend a long action to change their posture as they sort of catch their breath, think about the strategy they need. And then there's other events that can potentially flip, usually offensive characters to defensive as they are being attacked.
Cool.
So are you going double offense?
Yeah, boy.
Soldier and engineer, they're ready to rumble. I'm going 1 defense, 1 offense.
I'm gonna try it out. I'm like ready to party. I got my soldier, I got an assault rifle, and my trait is short controlled bursts.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm gonna kill some aliens, dude.
All right, so we've woken up. The computers told us that there's a threat.
Is it the ISS phase, Matt?
Yeah, Matt.
Do we want to pop a couple of
Environments.
Yeah, let's get some environments
Oh, yeah.
into some of these sectors. So the cryo freezing or the cryo sleep chamber is always secure and well lit, which means that PTTs can never appear in that sector, but they could move into it. And well lit means that it's kind of easier to see and attack things in there. And any PTTs that wander in will be auto revealed.
Ooh.
Good
okay.
and bad potentially.
Defining sectors. It looks like we have the 3 main rooms, and then maybe a 4th and 5th sector.
So sectors in this are very player defined. So it kind of depends on the board that you create, and really it's sort of loosely an area that would contain an environment and kind of make sense. So you're kind of like your 4 walls. So it could be like a room, a hallway. If you're playing outside, it could be like an outcropping, a cave, an encampment, like a landmark. So anything that you kind of want to be a feature and have an effect on the game.
Which one? This one?
Okay, so this far right one here with the little weird triangle bit, that's bodies.
Again, excellent.
That's bodies. This middle one with the computer is confined.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
The one to the left of that, this little lounge room, is well lit.
Oh, all right.
Below the confined space, bottom right, is secure.
Oh, okay.
Wow, great. Perfect. Okay, well, and then the cryo chamber room is contaminated. Sorry, the escape pod room. Yeah. The escape pod room is contaminated.
That's great. So you're let's get out of the ship, and you open up the escape pod, and you're irradiated to death. But that's all right. You can get in the pod and sleep forever.
So, yeah. Dark Warlock, there is nothing at the moment that can remove those traits. There are some things in the future that can. One of the characters, I believe actually it's Dieter Lang, the first name character that was unlocked. One of his abilities is actually he can change a lighting or add a lighting to a sector that he's in. So he could go in and basically, because he's like an engineer, like a master engineer, he could be like, oh, I'm going to change this from flickering lights to well lit, or we want to change it from well lit to flickering, so like the rogue synths can't shoot at us as easily. So he can kind of manipulate that. But there's not a lot of things right now that do that.
Nice.
All right, so we've laid those out. What's next?
Roll for a plan B.
Oh yeah, plan B. Is that a D10?
Yes, it is.
Oh, would you like?
I want to roll. I've never. This is such a novelty to me.
All right.
Okay, it's a 9.
It's a 9 for the first plan B.
Oh, do you not have it in front of you?
I don't know. I'm not in a computer this time.
So, Trophy Hunter. If at the end of the game 2 or more threats have been killed, win a minor victory.
Ooh, okay.
A little tougher
threats.
Yeah.
A little tougher against the Xeno, but definitely that one is a more possible thing against like the Rogue Synths, where you're kind of fighting like squads and kind of like waves of synthetics.
Yeah, that would be a good one to do.
All right, so we potentially can kill 2 of them. I do have an incinerator, so.
ISS
you
phase?
do actually have a really good group for this because you also have the soldier who has his the assault rifle.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot you down. All right, so step 1 of a round, we'll go. It's ISS phase, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So, well, ISS phase, it scans. We don't need to add tokens. We don't need to wake anybody up. So we're going to move into the threat phase.
Okay.
I don't have to increase any dread right now. And now we're going to roll for the potential threat tokens and see what it is that they do.
D10 or D20?
D10. Go ahead, roll a D10.
We'll go for farthest. Is it farthest out or closest? Okay.
Closest.
Closest. So first one's an 8.
That's
So that
this
is
one right here.
place the PTT in contact with any crew model. But since this is the first turn, they can't actually go into the cryo sleep chamber on the first turn. So what I'm going to do is just put it right up against the bulkhead. It's just going to stop its movement outside of that area.
Some
Knocking on the
scratching.
door.
Some scratching. All right, next one is going to be this one.
It's a 1.
It's a 1.
So it moves 4 inches towards a crew model. I think we're just going to have it again just move as close as it can to
there.
the chamber. You just can't go in cryosleep chamber the first turn.
Well, that one was in the
This one's all the way down.
escape pod.
Oh, sorry. I'm
All right,
a
and
little
then
bit
this
behind your
one-
screen.
A 6.
That's yes.
Same thing. It's going to move 4 inches.
Directly towards.
Yep, and it can move. So PTTs can move through walls and doors normally. Just
Gonna
first
sit
turn they
on
can't.
top of these crates right here.
Perfect. All right, that's all the PTTs taken care of.
Creeping and lurking. Nothing. Did any of them end up in a well-lit environment? Is that center one well-lit? Or is it not?
No, it's
confined.
this one off to the
Yeah,
left.
nowhere in
Okay, cool.
Lowell.
So we don't need to do any reveal rolls because nobody's investigated them. They didn't go into well-lit. They weren't rolled for on the PTT table, and nobody's used the glow rod. So now it's going to go into the player turn 1.
All right, soldier engineer
Crew
boy.
phase.
Let's do it. Okay, I've woken up and I'm ready. I'm done sleeping. It's time to collect my share. Okay, so they can move 3 inches, right?
Yep, 3 inches per move.
They can take a stress if they double move, but we all have to open
Yes.
that bulkhead door.
So
And in a big change in this game is that unlike DLB where you sort of build up your threat and things don't really happen until you're at more than your fright value. In this, every point of stress you have gives you a -1 to your skill checks. So very quickly,
okay.
stress starts to affect your capabilities.
So my engineer, once per turn as a quick action, may break a door within 4 inches.
They break a door, though.
Right.
Does that mean break open or break closed?
It means that it's going to be removed. It would be at 0 and it would
So
be broken.
I-
So it would be open essentially for the rest of the game.
I want to break this door right here.
I mean,
Yeah, heck yeah.
As my roughneck, I'm upset about that, but
Dude, we're ready. We got a soldier. We got a chick with a incinerator. We've got
you're
a
waking
kid.
up. You're telling
We've
me
even got a kid,
you're
man.
telling me there's something going on, and your first instinct is get this door out of here.
I don't know what's on the outside of that door.
Rips
This
the wiring
engineer.
out of the wall, opens the hatch nearby, rips the wiring out of it, and the door just like flies open. And
Okay,
the big
so
red busted
We could
light
have
comes
just
on.
put in the code, man. We could have just put in the code.
Hey, that was my quick action. And then with my other action, I'm going to move 3 inches to here.
Okay.
And then with the soldier... So, can I move past the PTT?
You can move past the PTT.
So 3
you
inches
just
basically
can't, you
takes
just can't
me...
end on the PTT.
Okay, so 3 inches basically takes me to the door, and then I'm going to go another 3 to, like, right here.
And gain that stress.
I'm like, oh, man.
You got a stress ball?
Last time I was in a war, they made me move. So that's given me my...
Now, the nice thing about that door being busted is that if anybody's standing in it, I can't use two dread to crush them like the captain.
Yeah, if anyone tuned into our launch stream, you would know that I'm like triggered by him crushing people in the door, so...
My roughneck is going to move yay far. Take a stress, double move there. And the stowaway also going to double move.
The stowaway is one of my favorite crew in this game. Stowaway gets some fun rules, and I also the mini that Ben made for that is incredible.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I think it's pretty cool. He's got his little soldier helmet on. You know, he's just trying to survive out there in the world. Not
Chemdog, there is. So one of the things that we didn't do in this, just to kind of speed it up a little bit, one of the things that you do when you're setting up the table is you place 4 computer terminals throughout the board, and characters can take a long action called Access ISS, and it'll allow them to give buffs to people that are far away, reveal tokens, open and close doors on the map. So it is a thing that you can do.
Were we supposed to do that?
Yeah, we did. We didn't, but yes, there are 4 computers that you can place anywhere that you would like.
One right here.
I forgot.
And maybe one right down in here. We need one more. I'm missing one.
I was too excited about trying to sell my game that I forgot it.
I think it's in there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Matt's just trying to make his dreams come true, guys. He's trying to be a rider boy.
All right, that's all the character moves.
Yeah. That's the end of the turn, right?
Swanky.
Turn plus.
Turn plus. All right, so we go back to ISS. Nothing we need to worry about in there right now. So then we go to the player threat, and not getting dread yet. My maximum right now, though, is 3. We will make rolls for the PTT tokens.
Okay. Let's get a dice. So the one that's right by that door, we're going to roll for that one.
Yeah. Yes.
That's a 1.
So it's going to move 4 inches towards a crew model, and I think what I want to do is actually have it move behind Cowboy Hat there.
Cheeky
spicy.
Boy. All right, the next one, which is this one right here.
Correct. Yep.
So you can indeed move past threat tokens, so they won't reveal until the next step of this phase. So that can represent things being like hidden in shadows, clinging to the ceiling, under the floor panels, flying in the air above kind of where that token is. So they're just not immediately right there.
So I rolled a 9 for this one.
Ooh, spicy. So the token is immediately revealed, and we're going to add 1 to the roll if it's an eventing dark environment, which it is none of those.
All right, I'm just rolling a d10.
Yep, immediately reveal it, adding 1.
It's a 1.
Plus 1 is 2 total.
Oh, it's a glitch. Remove the PTT from the table. Nothing happens.
Get
Lame.
wrecked. Get wrecked, alien boy.
Last one.
All right, this one right here.
Have a great dinner.
4.
This one's a 4.
Just a glimpse. Leave the PTT unrevealed. All crew models within line of sight take 1 stress within line of sight of the token.
Okay. And it stays where it is, right?
Yep. Now it's your turn, Matt. Do you gain a dread?
No, we just did that.
We did that already. So any of the tokens now that are in a sector with characters are going to be auto revealed as well now. So this is where they will reveal. Somebody was asking how do they resolve. So that's going to be right now. After they move around, then we reveal any of them that start a phase in the same sector or move into the same sector as a crew model.
All right, I'm going to roll for the one behind the what's a 9?
It's a 9.
Excellent. So that is threat verified. Replace the PTT with the chosen threat, and it's going to roll for its instinct as
I don't
normal.
like that. I don't like that.
You gotta put it down.
I don't want that.
Oh, he's so big. How did we miss him?
He comes up out of the ground, or it's like the sweet piece of art with the the company asset. It's like lurking behind the things that comes out of the cryo fog.
Yep. Look at that,
Get
man.
some.
Imagine just being an alien and like just hanging out on a ship and eating everyone that comes out of these pods. It's like fast food for you. You know?
It's delicious. See, the ship is overrun.
All right, what's next?
So, all the ones that were in the sector with players have been rolled, correct?
Correct.
None of the other ones are in a well-lit thing?
Nope.
Okay, so then we're going to go on to rolling for instinct. So all of the threats will have their own engaged instinct, which just means that they're in contact with a crew model, and unengaged instinct just means that they are kind of on their own. They're not in contact with the crew model. So we have one that is. So we're going to roll on his instinct table. And as the player, Xeno, I'm still rolling, but there's a lot more choice that I have. Like if the other one's an AI, it'll be like attack closest, do whatever. This will be a little bit different.
I rolled a 10.
Ooh.
Oh, yes. Ambush. Okay. So this would be place the Xeno. Oops, that's unengaged. I'm sorry. 10. Dozens of bony spines shoot from the Xeno's body. Make a ranged attack with the spine burst against all models within 10 inches and that are in line of sight of the Xeno. So I think
that's
like
all
the
of them.
soldiers.
That's all of them.
They're
all in line of sight, dude.
Yes, excellent.
Man. This is Matt's dream come true. He's just like, beautiful.
This is payback for when you gimped the last Xeno so much, just
true.
like wounding it all over the place. This one's
just punched him over and over.
Yeah.
Left hook, right hook.
Okay,
left hook, left hook.
we do it closest to furthest, right? To resolve damage?
Yeah, we could. Yeah, that sounds good. We can do it that way.
D10 or D20?
This is going to be D20, and my ranged combat is a 12.
Okay, so I rolled a 5.
A 5, so that one hits.
Okay, so it's going to do a D10 plus 2 damage.
Okay, this is to the engineer, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
engineer.
8.
So is that with the plus 2?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right. Next one will be soldier.
Yeah.
So D20 first.
D20. 19.
Doesn't hit the soldier.
Are any of the... Okay, so I'm facing the soldier, which is good. So the characters that I am out of their field of view, there's a rule in here called Blindsided.
Okay.
So if the attacker is out of the target's field of view, it gains +2 to its ranged combat skill.
Okay. So that would
and
be...
the target is then turned to face the attacker.
Right, so that's just my 2. That's just a stowaway and the roughneck. We'll roll for those here. Stowaway is a 6. So that hits.
So it's going to turn the stowaway to face?
No, so the stowaway's already facing, right?
What? No. Neither of them are.
Oh, yeah, you're the stowaway. I'm sorry.
It's 90 to...
I thought I was playing the stowaway.
No.
It's okay.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's I rolled a 1 on the damage, so 3 damage.
But with blindsided, I also add 2 to the damage roll, so it's an additional 2.
5 damage on the stowaway?
Yes.
All right, roughneck. Now, rolling D20. This is a brutal first attack. Oh, it's a natural 20. Does not hit.
Okay. That's good.
All right, and so the engineer, would also be turned to face you, right?
Correct.
If it hit.
Which it did.
It did, yeah.
Okay, then yes, it will turn. And that can be a big thing because in this game, facing is really important. Mm-hmm. So if you had an objective or something you're trying to do and you turn to face, it takes a move action to change your facing, even if you're stationary.
Right. Okay. So now it's crew phase, or you do still have? All right.
Nope, I'm done. You know, I got to attack everyone.
Yeah, that one was rough.
Connor, I'm gonna let you go first.
You gonna let me go first?
Yeah.
All right. Well, my stowaway is gonna get out of there. 1, 2, 3 there. 1, 2, 3 down here. Oh wait, but confined. What does confined do again?
Oh, confined. Yeah, me.
Isn't it minus?
Is it 1 inch per move?
So confined move is a long action in this area, and models making attacks in this area gain 1 stress.
So I can only move once in a confined space?
Yes, correct.
Oh,
It's a long action now. Slow to get through here, so the ceiling must be really low.
I'm gonna get in right behind there. All right, well that's all.
Yeah, confined is not where you want to engage other people from.
Okay.
That's not a great
I'm
sector
not
to be
done
in.
yet.
So
I'm
my
not done
engineer.
yet.
Oh.
My roughneck is going to search this computer that she's in front of.
Ooh.
Are you searching or taking the ISS action?
Which one's more advantageous to me right now?
Well, are you looking for items?
Yeah.
So what would have been nice is if you had had a bulkhead door that could still close.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, if I could close that door,
about that.
sacrifice the stupid engineer
About that.
that just broke the door instantly. Okay, I guess I'll search for an item first. I rolled a 13. My awareness is 10, so that doesn't do anything. And then I will move 3 inches.
Oh dear.
Actually, no. If I shoot that incinerator towards the engineer and the threat, does it also hurt the engineer?
It does not.
It's a bummer, but I'm going to shoot it.
But it's
anyway.
going to be, you are going to have, so because he's in contact, there is going to be a penalty to hit. It does make it much harder to hit.
How much harder?
I have to look, because that one I don't have memorized off the top of my head. I believe it's minus, I want to say -3.
I'm willing to do that. My range is 13, 12.
Range come out, shooting a dark each point size.
Can't believe you would do that to me, dude.
Well, I'd have to move. It's not in my field of view.
I can't believe you would incinerate me like
You
that.
broke our door.
I'm just trying to help you out. I didn't know what was on the side.
scumbag.
I'm like just an engineer. I'm like, oh, this door's closed.
Oh,
Let
I
me
need
just
to add that. I don't
break
have
it
that in
open.
there. Playtesters, it's getting added.
What? I can't believe you're blaming this door situation on me right now.
Dude, I don't even know what a door is. Okay? I'm just a guy in a cowboy hat with a wrench. I see something and I hit it with the wrench and it disappears, you know? I don't even know what's going on. I just woke up. I've been asleep for 132 years, you know?
Uh,
All right, my turn to move, right?
now it's your turn to go.
Cool. Let's get out of here. So, Matt, can I just like move out of engagement with this alien?
So there is the disengage, which is it's your long action, and it's the you move 2 inches away, I believe.
Okay, to atone for my sins, I will stay behind and prevent the
Don't
aliens
even. No one thinks you're a hero.
1 inch away, and you gain one stress.
Okay, I'm gonna move my soldier. I'm gonna go 3 inches towards here. And then the engineer is gonna attack the alien with his wrench.
What
Yeah.
an idiot.
Large wrench. So my melee is 12. So where's the d20s? D20s, bruh. That's a 10. That's a 10.
You do hit him.
So I
with the
hit
wrench.
him. It's 1d10 plus 1. Oh, it's a 9.
Ooh,
So
that's
Okay.
10
good hit.
damage. Dude, yeah, totally just like
Broke the cameras.
I broke the whole ship.
It's all coming apart. The self-destruct sequence must have
Yeah.
begun.
Is this camera
Pieces
broken
of the
now?
ship are already detonating.
So I just did 10 damage to the alien, right?
Yeah, that's great because you get a +1 to the damage roll.
Cool. That's sick.
Now do a
So
D10
on a
damage roll.
10, you could actually kill it in this first shot with a wrench.
Nice.
Do it. Roll that D10. Do it. Do the damage. See how much we're gonna hit him for.
But that is my...
That was how much damage you... Now we're doing... This is the tip. Just roll the die. 8. Oh, he did 9.
Ooh. The wounded Xeno emits an ear-piercing screech and tears its way into the ship's vents. Remove the Xeno from the table and replace it with a
Get out of
PTT.
here. Get out of here, alien.
Will return with all of its damage that it's taken so far.
Dude,
Bust its way back into the floor.
I smashed that door down like a king. And then this vile alien just shows up and I smash that like a king and it just explodes everywhere. But really it just like goes down into the floorboards and I come out into this area and I'm like, the king's with you. You don't have to worry about anything.
I don't care how much you're trying to spin this story. You're still the scumbag that broke the door. Okay.
Yeah,
What
the
if-
corporation.
what
If
if
the
I
corporation
lied?
wasn't just deleting this ship, then you would be in big
The
trouble.
thing is this is like corporation ship number 73 out of 100, right? And I lied on my resume. I'm not even an engineer. I'm like just some guy who...
You're like, oh yeah, I know how to open a door.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I got electrical
You
engineering degrees. I'm like a mechanic, heavy mechanic. And really, I don't know anything. I'm actually like a flower arranger. I just wanted to get off Earth, you know? So,
You probably legit killed the engineer and took his spot.
ooh, well, there you go. There's another
You
thought.
deserve to die.
All right, new turn.
Yep.
Turn 3.
Now I add a dread. I also get a dread because the Xeno attacked. So now I've got 3 points of dread.
Ooh, that's very dread. All right, ISS phase.
We don't have anything to do for that because we have them on the table. We don't have dead crew. So the ship is still just pinging the threats that we have on the board.
All right, so
Now we go
it's threat
to
phase.
rolling for those tokens.
Okay, so this one behind the engineer will roll for a 4.
He rolled a 4.
Okay, excellent. So it's going to move 4, and I'm going to have it switch sides again so that I can try and blindside him if the threat comes back.
Okay.
So it like tore its way into the vents, and now it's like scuttling underneath, and it's going to try and ambush him.
So you want to
behind
go
him.
like behind
Just to
him,
the other
like
side of him? Yeah, just the other side of him.
Cool. Just to clear, like the PTT tokens can move through terrain and stuff. So it's like, you know, just because I'm placing it there, it's because it's allowed to.
Right.
Okay. This one. There's only 2, right? Yeah.
Yeah, there's only 2 right now.
Get wrecked.
3.
Yeah, they're... same thing. Moves 4 inches towards a crew model. So this is going to head sort of in towards whoever the closest person
I'll
is.
put
Maybe
it
we'll
like-
get to go eat the stowaway.
Right there.
Hey, Stowaway is a nice person. Okay, that's it for those.
Excellent.
Now,
Okay.
now we reveal the one that's in the same sector.
Yes, because it's with a person, so it's automatically revealed, but we're not adding anything to the roll.
It's a 9.
It's a 9. Same thing that I rolled last time.
So it's a verified threat, so he really died. He ducked back into the floor from the injury, tears his way back out, and it's the threat again. So he still has his 10 injuries though. His 10 damage has been dealt.
He's still his ego is still hurt from my.
He's all up in the rafters right now.
Yeah, he's just hanging
And
out.
now we're gonna roll for is he still in base to base?
In a way.
Yeah, I'd say he pretty much is.
Okay, so then we're gonna roll on the engaged instinct table.
It's D10, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
A 5.
Ooh, excellent. So the Xeno senses weakness and strikes. You're faced away. He's gonna blindside you. He's gonna make a melee attack against. I can make it against my choice of one crew in contact. There is only one, but I'm blindsiding you, so my melee combat is actually an 18 right now.
Oof.
I rolled a 1.
It's so the claws and tails though is 2d10 plus 2. You
Oh,
don't want to be
okay.
in melee with this guy.
Okay. 2D10.
10, so 17 damage on the engineer.
So did you add that 2, the plus 2?
19.
Yeah, it was 10, 5 plus 2.
Okay, and then there's another +2 because I'm blindsiding him.
Right, so he's dead. He's
gone.
overkilled. He was just eviscerated in front of our eyes.
So I gain another dread.
Man, rip that guy. Man, what an asshole, am I right? The dude shows up and he's like, I'm the king. I'm like,
I'm gonna break the doors and then instantly die.
Yeah,
Leave
dude,
you guys to deal with my mess.
Asshole. I don't want to deal with people like that.
All right.
In real life or in the game.
So now we'll have something to do in the ISS phase.
Yeah, exactly.
As the computer's like, oh, that
was that it for all of them?
Yep, that's his turn.
All right, Ben, I'm gonna let you go first with your soldier.
Okay. I'm gonna move up to this door. And can I try and open the door?
Yeah, you can just open it, right?
The door opening a bulkhead door is a long action. And it takes a long action to move in the confined sector.
So what's a short action I can do? Can I search?
You can. Yeah, absolutely. You can search. Oh no, search is also a long action. I'm sorry. You could encourage somebody else.
I'm gonna encourage
give somebody else
stowaway.
+3.
Okay, cool. The stowaway.
Okay,
right.
kid.
So the stowaway is gonna move 3 inches. Yeah, move 3 inches to the door.
As a long action. Yep.
And then I'm gonna use my. Oh wait, that's also a long action. Bummer.
Yeah, the confined area is really slowing you guys down.
This really is.
Confined area is tough.
Yeah, that was an unlucky thing to get.
Oh, I forgot to roll for my hidey hole random item. Let me do that real quick.
Oh yeah. Cool. Yep. You've got something in your backpack.
Where's the D10s?
The best is when you're like, oh yeah, I've got a service pistol in here.
I rolled a 7. Wait, was there a table? Yeah, on the search table. I rolled a 7. What did I get?
So did you? Well, for her, it's just a freebie item. So just draw one out of the deck. She doesn't even have to make an awareness for that. That's just her starting bit. So just draw a random card.
That's awesome, man.
Let me get the item deck here.
The best is when the stowaway realizes that they have a sentry gun access code. Is this helpful? And the soldier's like, yeah, it is.
Yeah, boy, or girl, or child, or whatever.
There's a quick little shuffle.
Oh, look at you. Oh, man, look at those. Oh, man, look at that skill right there, dude.
All right, I'm going to cut it, and I got a...
Dude!
Got a defense code.
Yes! That's awesome.
That's funny.
Must have pulled it off of one of the bodies somewhere along the way.
And it can be a quick action, too. So I'm going to discard this as a quick action to place an automated defense gun within 2 inches.
Yes.
Yep. I'm just going to pop this guy up right up here.
He's just going to sit there and defend the place.
And then does it automatically make an attack?
Let me read it.
It looks like it.
Do you have its rules on the card?
Yeah, make a range attack against revealed anomaly with the following profile. Made once per turn.
I feel like there's some more rules to it than that. I think it's when it moves, isn't it?
If the anomaly... Oh, I see. Yeah, whenever an anomaly moves within 8 inches of the automated defense gun, its movement is paused. And then it makes an attack. So it's only when it moves.
So like the little floor hatch there, the kid gives the code to the soldier like types it into the ISS mainframe, and then that hatch on the floor opens up and this automated weapon like just deploys out of the floor.
All right, well, I'm pretty happy with that. I'll move...
That's pretty sweet, actually.
I'll move it right here. And then I'll move 3 inches with my 1, 2, 3 there, and that'll be the turn. And that is the end of that turn, right?
I think so. I think everybody's gone.
Yep. Now we're in the ISS phase.
So we still have tokens on the table, right? We still have one.
We have one on the table.
Yep. So this turn, it's actually going to end up becoming a... Oh, well, we still have one on the table. I'm sorry.
He's still hanging out.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is the ISS is gonna de-thaw a fresh crew. So you can choose a random other person.
Yes. Oh, sorry, I've like plugged my phone in over the wall here, so I'm like hooked in over on the wall. Let's see who we get. Who do you think it's gonna be? I'm gonna pick them randomly, and I'm gonna pick the facing randomly too, just for a bit of
that's cool.
spice.
Yeah, I love that. The ISS is like in quick react mode. This person,
Ooh, okay.
wake up.
We've got a medical officer, and he's in offensive mode.
An offensive medical officer just got thought out.
Yeah. The ISS has thawed them out angry.
All right, so he's thawed, and there is an alien like right in front of him.
He's like, damn it,
right
of course I'd be angry because I'm about to die.
The ISS, because it's like AI is not like top of the line because it's such like an old original system, and maybe this ship hasn't been updated for a long time. It like sees the engineer get torn in half, and it's like sends the medical officer out. Like, can you fix this?
You have sustained an injury.
Life-threatening.
Medical officer is on the way. The officer just comes out, like steps into the intestines, and is like, "Oh,
just
nothing I can do here."
Full of adrenaline because it was like you will need to fix this person immediately.
Yeah, it like preps them. It's like, crew member requires medical assistance, and it's just like you're picking up all the intestines and stuff. Man, it's like the start of Saving Private Ryan or something.
Wow.
That's hilarious. This person needs medical attention. This person needs medical attention.
For the camera angle. Go back.
All right. Let's keep going.
All right,
guys.
so that's the ISS. He's thawed.
Yep, and then we roll for the token, and I think
it's a 1.
It's a 1.
It's going to move towards closest character.
Okay, that would be the soldier.
That's what I can choose to move it where I want. That's just what I'm choosing to do for now because it's getting close.
All right.
So just to point out, I moved it from here. It's gone up 4 inches to here. The soldier is like the closest. Yeah. I assume the soldier. Yeah. Well, actually, it's the stowaway, but they're next to each other.
All right. Then threat phase, alien.
Okay. I am not engaged, actually.
Correct.
Oh.
So, I'm just looking at what I can spend my dread on here.
You're a cool man, Matt.
So I'm going to go ahead and when rolling for a threat's behavior, you may spend 2 dread to choose the result before the dice are rolled.
Oh, okay. So what do you want? You're going to spend 2, so you're down to 2. From 4 to 2.
And
actually, you're up
unengaged.
to 5, right? New turn.
And yes, because we're at turn 3 or higher. Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and choose ambush as my unengaged thing. Place the Xeno outside the closest crew model's front arc.
It's poor medical officer.
And it says specifically if it can't be placed behind it, then you just go ahead and place it in the front.
Oh, it's behind.
Touching him on the shoulder. Hey, boy.
On the hip.
You gonna clean up that mess?
Yeah.
He pats him on the back. I know. Some days are just rough.
Yep. And then
I get to roll on the engaged instinct table this turn.
All right, so
lucky boy.
1 to 10.
Yes.
That's a 2.
It's a 6.
That's a 6. What?
It went to a 6 before I touched it.
So it's gonna make a regular melee strike.
What are we looking for? 16. Here we go.
17.
Ooh, it was a 17.
Oh, it like just misses. The guy comes out, slips on the gore, and the like razor sharp tail just like shoots past his head, or one of the scything talony bits.
Medical officer's he's lucky.
Lucky day. That's it for the Xeno. That's what he's doing this turn.
All right, crew phase.
All right, medical officer, get out of there.
Yeah, I am. Am I engaged technically?
You are engaged.
Okay, so I need to disengage.
Yep, you need to pull away.
All right, what do I need to roll for that?
You just do it.
Okay,
I believe.
all right.
Move
So,
2 inches.
But you gain a stress. So in this one, you can just pull away, but you gain a stress for that.
all right, and then I can move. I can move 3 inches or 2 inches.
3.
Okay.
Oh, you mean with the pull away action or with a regular move action? Pull away is 1 and gain a stress, and you are not in the confined room. So when you take your next move action,
Cool.
It will be or if that's what you want to do.
All right, I'm gonna do that, and then my soldier's gonna try and open this door. What do I gotta do for that?
It's a long action.
That's a long action.
And it opens. I don't have to roll anything.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me double check.
Cool.
Open and close, ball tag. So as long as you're in contact with it, you can just open or close it.
It's open.
Now you can move 3.
And I'm gonna move through it. Let's go. Come on. We can just get out of here. I'm the army.
I just realized this is a vent, not a door.
Oh, you silly boy. Go.
My stowaway could have gone on the other side of that wall. Okay. My stowaway is gonna...
It's because the space is confined. You didn't know.
Stowaway's gonna go 1 move forward.
As a long action. But you can take a quick and a long in any order, so you could move again after that because you'll be out of the confined space.
Yeah.
So it becomes a regular quick action.
Stress for you?
Yeah, I need stress for my stowaway. Stowaway's gonna move twice. Dash. I mean, I guess I'll just move 3.
Dude, we've got this like kill bot here just covering our butts.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move and get ready with this kill bot. I'm getting ready to fire. Okay. That's it for all the characters.
Yeah.
So this is we're on turn 5. We only have 10 rounds to get there, right?
Potentially on a 6+ there could be up to 3 extra turns.
Okay.
But it's a 10 base. 10 for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe up to 13. Depends on how long it takes to prep everything.
All right.
That's it. ISS phase. No one to thaw, so we just roll for the single token, right?
Yep.
Go for it. D10.
It's a 4.
It's a 4.
So it's just gonna move, and it's gonna move up towards the soldier. We'll just have it move up there.
It's gonna be in base space with him.
Yes, excellent.
All right.
I can't get. I don't have enough to get behind him, do I?
Yeah. You know what? It was on the corner. Yeah, you probably could. Probably
Excellent.
could go. I'll give that to you. That's pretty
sweet. So what I think is kind of cool is that there is sort of a reason to also kind of like press your back against the wall, to kind of like slide down, kind of watching your back. I like that gameplay can do something as well in the game.
Yeah.
All right, and now the Xeno, right?
Xeno phase.
Heck yeah, is that the token is in a section with a character, so we'll roll the reveal for that one.
Okay, D10, that guy. It's a 10.
It's a 10.
All right, so it would be -2 because there's already a Xeno on the table, which brings it to an 8, but that is still within threat verified. So that one is also going to become a Xeno.
What kind of crappy ship did you put us on? Computer?
Hey, the brief says it's been overrun with Xeno. There's a reason why it's going to self-destruct.
This guy is... I'm going to scoot him down in here, if that's cool with you. I'm going to move the soldier just a little bit. Just because it looks cooler for stream. If you're just joining us, or you have no idea what we're playing, although I'm assuming that everyone in chat right now knows what's up. This is Violent Dark, written by Matt, this lovely man up here. This is up for pre-order right now. It's part of our Black Site Backroom program. The more we sell, the more free cool gifts and additional unlocks that we'll give you. It's a pretty sweet game. It plays on a 2x2 area. We're
Very
also playing with
area.
our MDF. What's the name of this kid again? Cormorant?
The Cormorant.
Cormorant?
It's a cool name. Side note.
Which is like a set of modular hallways and rooms, which if you play any other games like Infinity or games that may require some hallways or ship stuff, then this also might be of interest to you.
Kim wants to know if retailers can pledge.
Shoot us an email, actually. We were just talking about that earlier before stream. Shoot us an email about that, and we'll, we do have some options for retailers. And we can discuss those with you.
Yeah.
Okay. Matt, is it time for you to kill people now?
You got 2 threats on the board.
For me, kill people.
Yeah, you got double alien now. I don't think we're getting out of here, Connor. I think this is... We might as well just, like...
My stowaway's gonna get out, man.
The kid's gonna be like, blip, 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 blip.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, everyone's just getting murdered.
That would be sweet, actually, if, like, the stowaway, like, activates the ship's defenses on the way down, and...
Or it's like that scene in Rogue One where that guy makes it through the door and Darth Vader's on the inside killing everyone. It'll be like that.
Yes.
Instead of a lightsaber,
right.
it's just these spikes just like throwing people against walls.
Yep.
Picks up one person.
Okay, so Matt,
let's start with unengaged first. So we've got that guy up in the cryo sleep
this
chamber.
guy up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you want him to do?
We're gonna roll for unengaged instinct.
Okay.
I'm gonna save my points for now.
It's a 1.
It's a 1.
The Xeno lurks where it is. All ranged attacks against a lurking Xeno are at an additional -2. So it just like kind of pulls back into that corner and it's biding its time. With that. Yeah, that was pretty decent. I should have picked. Let's go ahead and roll for the one on the soldier. That'll be engaged.
Okay.
That's a D10. It is a 7.
So it's gonna swing its tail in a deadly arc. Make a melee attack at -2 combat against all crew models within 4 and line of sight of the Xeno.
It does.
Which I think is just... Is it going to be able to lash out at the kid?
No, but it is a stowaway, I think. Or sorry, the roughneck.
Yeah, the roughneck and the soldier, the stowaway is just a bit out.
So first we'll do soldier.
Okay. So I'm blindsiding, so I'm at -2 but +2, so I'm just going to be my straight up 16 for this.
18.
Oh, wow.
This is a D20,
must
right?
get caught. It's it's a D20. Yep.
Okay. All right. And
Gets
then
caught in some of the confined overhead bits.
The next one is a 17. She is also blindsided. So you said it was a 16 was what you were aiming for?
Yep.
Yep. So it doesn't hit that one either.
Go home, Xeno. You're drunk.
The Xeno.
Wow, one lurks and one whiffs.
Okay, we may. Yeah, it might be a bit of a second chance for us.
The Xeno sucks.
So this might be a good turn to show off volume of fire, especially with the soldier.
Can the Xeno enter a well-lit room?
A Xeno can enter a well-lit room, and when a Xeno is in anything that's in a well-lit area, for the shootsing and things, you gain a +3 to the attack roll. It's easy to see your target.
That is a
That's a well-lit room. Look, it's got a bench. It's got a computer.
It's got a glowing bench.
It's got a
glowing computer.
Set of lockers. It's got an airlock door, so we could vent ourselves into space if we really just want to end it all.
All right.
Heck yeah.
Go ahead and get your soldier out of there so I can light this.
Well, does this do anything? Does this little
No, it has to move.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna disengage, and then I'm gonna move 3.
So add your stress.
Oh yeah, I'm very stressed right now.
And you can move 1 inch. And then you can move another 3. But you can't shoot or anything.
That takes me to the edge right here in this well-lit room.
All right. My person's going to face a direction. Maybe move a little bit. And then incinerate that thing. Yeah? So
Yeah.
my range is 12. It is no longer engaged, and it is in a well-lit area, right? So
Yeah.
what, I get +3, did you say?
Now the incinerator does not have an ammo token on it, so it can't do volume of fire to begin with. But you can, if something would give it, because it's a 0 token. So it's actually some of the playtesters were talking about this. If you find ammo, or there was somebody who was able to give an ammo token, it can gain it later. So it could potentially be able to do it, just can't from the start.
That's cool.
Okay, so I'm just seeing if I hit now, 15 or under.
Yeah, heck yeah.
That's a 5, boy.
And this is one of the few weapons that actually has a range. So in this game, because you're kind of playing usually in kind of a confined space, whatever you can draw line of sight to, you can shoot. Weapons don't typically have a range. You can just kind of fire them where you can see.
That's cool.
So within 8, so it's definitely within range. Damage is 2d10 plus 2, and pick the highest d10.
Yeah, that's great.
So I got 8 plus 2, so that's another 10 damage on the Xeno, so that takes it up to 20.
Okay.
Well, is this the fresh one?
Oh, this is a fresh one, yeah.
Ooh, oh, okay.
He's a fresh boy.
The wounded one's the one that's lurking. He's probably like self-repairing up there or something.
Yeah, so that's 10, so I'll just get a d10 plus 1, so 4 plus 1 is 5, so we're at a 5 for its actual result.
Nice.
Was that the damage table?
Yeah.
Was a 5?
Yeah.
So this is the squeals in pain and hisses at the crew models. The Xeno remains on the table. All crew models that have line of sight to the Xeno gain 1 stress.
Which is the roughneck and the soldier.
Oh, and Icon. Is there anybody within 3 inches?
Yeah.
Is the roughneck within 3?
Roughneck is,
yeah.
Excellent. So because this is a table change for the player Xeno, I'm going to go ahead and spend a dread and make a melee attack against 1 crew model within 3.
That would be my roughneck. All right. So melee attack.
You bathe it in flame and it turns around and hisses and shoots its tail at you.
It was a 3, so it would definitely hit. How much damage here?
2d10 plus 2.
2d10 plus 2?
Yeah.
Jeez.
12, right?
It's 13. 13 damage on the roughneck.
I can't even count.
The tail shoots into the shoulder of the roughneck and rips out. There's a horrible sucking sound from the chest wound.
That's crazy, dude. You dead. You're
Just
gonna die.
Half health me right there.
The thing is with this game, it's different to Don't Look Back, where the people you start with will probably be the people you end with. I mean, they can die, but the crew is expendable. So you're gonna play through a bunch of crew. You're gonna thaw out some fresh ones. You're gonna kill some. Maybe your favorite will make it to the end. Who knows?
This is, like I said, this game is definitely designed to be a step away more from narrative and more about kind of planning your avenues and your routes. And fighting the Xeno particularly is much more about maneuvering and firing and using the bulkhead doors to kind of close them off and gain some distance.
You could play it narratively if you want. That's the great thing.
Do what you want.
That's the thing is, like, if you're like, oh, competitive, ooh, I don't want that. Well, doesn't matter. You could play it narratively. You could do whatever you want.
Yep.
All right. Okay, so you've done both the aliens.
Crews?
Crew turn. Oh, wait, no. Right.
That was the crew turn. That was the reaction out of the damage table.
We took a turn and we still took damage.
Have you moved the...
You haven't moved the stowaway.
Right. Have you moved your medical officer yet?
No. No, we just did these.
We did the soldier.
Okay, yeah, we've. What do you want to do with the stowaway?
I'm just gonna move him 3 inches towards that door. Okay. That get me to the door?
Not quite. No.
I feel like I would have gotten me to the door. But that's all right. Go ahead.
I go to the door. Oh my god, dude, you're so good.
No, I'll move twice and give me a stress. 4 stress on the stowaway. Oh wait, my panic value is only 4, so I have 4 out of 4 panic. Does that mean I need to start panicking?
Yep, you are going to start panicking. Yep.
Do I immediately roll, or is that on my next turn?
Let me double check.
Go ahead and move your medical officer.
As soon as a crew model has more stress than their panic value, they begin to panic.
Oh, more.
Okay,
I'm just even right now.
Okay, great. All right, and I think they have a they panic a little bit differently, I believe.
Yeah, always panics with the results 1 through 6.
Wait.
Okay.
I can only move once in the confined,
Yeah,
right?
so just 3 inches.
Okay.
And then you could do a quick action. You could encourage. You could.
I'm gonna encourage this.
You could snapshot. Doesn't
I'm
the
gonna
offensive
snapshot.
medical officer have a pistol?
Yeah, he's got a pistol,
does.
but I don't know if
Snapshot.
I can really see.
No,
anyone.
you got it. You got it. Do it.
Okay, I'm gonna snap shoot this alien right here.
So it's going to be a -5 for a snapshot. But are you shooting at the one that got flamed?
Yeah.
But it's +3 because it's well lit.
But it's
So it's only a
partial
-2.
cover. I would say partial, so I'd say another -1.
Okay.
Okay, so what do I need? My
What's your
range
value?
is 11.
Your range is 11, and it's -3. All said and done.
Yes.
I'm shaking this dice.
Yeah, so
This
8,
dice is
8
ready.
or under. 16.
Womp, womp, womp.
No luck. We built that up to
And
nothing.
another big difference is that because you're a resource in this, you don't have luck. It's not like Don't Look Back where you're
Yeah.
gonna get to modify some of those rolls.
Yeah,
Yep.
if you
Named
miss, you miss.
characters are lucky, which means that they can ignore one attack per mission that hits them.
Ooh. Because they're experienced.
Yes,
Okay.
and there's a
turn
reason they've survived to make a
7.
name.
It's turn 6 now.
Oh,
we're on
turn
6. Turn 6.
Oh no.
So there aren't any
I leant over to
threat
sneeze,
tokens
and
on
then
the
I dropped my
table, correct?
phone, and then my
PTTs,
sneeze got
you
interrupted. The worst.
Sorry, Ben was talking over you. What?
There are not any potential threat tokens on the table.
No, 0 on the table right now.
Okay, cool. So we need to add some in the ISS phase. Nobody died, which is good.
Yep.
Let me find where they go. So interior scan, if playing against an AI threat and there are no PT, okay. Or if playing with a threat player and there are no PTTs on the table, the threat player may place 2 PTTs within 12 inches of the center of the table and at least 6 from any other PTT. So I think I'm going to place 1 directly to the south of the center.
All right. How many inches? 12 inches.
12, within 12. So actually I'm going to go kind of in that empty space as far as I can towards the
In the empty
cryo sleep
space.
room.
So like
Yeah,
right
let's
here.
put. Yeah. So I'm gonna kind of head towards the objective room down there, the
That
escape
would be
pod.
that right there. That's 12 inches right there. Okay,
And
the next one.
then is going to go 6 inches away, but kind of by the soldier up top.
So this
and
is
within-
well lit, right? Can you
Yeah.
place it in well lit?
I
well
can't
lit
place
room.
it in well lit. It'll just auto reveal.
6 inches away from that, so it'll be.
Well, this isn't well lit.
So you can't place them in secure. So that bottom little section, actually, yeah, the bottom section down there was secure, and so's the cryo sleep chamber.
Cool. All right.
All right. So those are placed. There's no one to do. So it's Xeno time.
It's the I'm gonna reveal that
Oh,
token.
that's right. That's
because
right,
it's in the. Oh, maybe it's not in well lit.
No,
It's
that one's
down on
not.
Okay, so it's fine. It's just gonna hang out there.
All right.
Very
and now
cool.
let's roll for Lurky Boy up top.
I
I have
rolled a
an
9.
unengaged instinct roll.
9.
You got a what? I'm sorry.
9.
Okay. It is. Xena makes a move action, and it moves 6. It's gonna move towards the soldier. Is it within 8 of the automated defense gun?
It will be if it moves 6.
Yeah.
Okay, so it'll stop as soon as it's within range. It'll pause its movement.
So like right at the beginning of the bulkhead.
Well, you can move anywhere you want, right, Matt?
He can't move through walls and things.
Okay, only the
But
PTTs can do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotcha. That makes sense.
So
Cool.
now that he's revealed, he's like out of the vents or the ceiling or whatever.
That makes
So
sense.
as soon as he's within range of that thing, it's gonna shoot him.
Right. So as soon as he gets within the bulkhead, it gets to him. And it has a range skill of 15, so we'll roll that.
Yes.
It is a 13, so it definitely hits. And the damage is 2d10.
Yes.
7 and 3. It does another 10 damage to him. So that puts him for sure to 20. So I get
and that's
something
adding plus 2.
Plus
You're gonna roll
2.
d10 and add 2.
5 plus 2, so 7 total.
So this is the good one. This is where it reels from the damage. It's -2 to its skill rolls and -1 movement cumulative.
Ooh.
And now that it's
Very
been
cool.
shot officially, hey Daka, by the turret, it now continues its movement, and it can only be attacked once per phase by the thing. So it runs out there, gets shot up in the legs, and maybe doesn't make it to the guy because of that -1 movement. I don't know.
Does it have confined movement things, or is it ignore that?
No, it doesn't care. It'll like hop on the ceiling, whatever. They dunk her.
Yeah, it makes it to the medical officer still. With how much? Its movement was 6 inches, you said?
Yes.
Yeah, so it definitely makes it to the medical officer.
So it's only going to move 5.
Yeah, still makes it.
Okay, cool. Cool.
All right. Is he gonna attack, or is he just hanging out now?
Whoa,
If it makes contact, roll on the gauge table. Okay.
That's putting a curse on us, dude.
I was putting some Baba Yaga stuff on you.
Yeah.
So he's now going to roll on the engaged instinct table.
A 1.
Ooh, he shrieks. Move all PTTs 3 inches towards the Xeno, and all crew models in line of sight of the Xeno gain 1 stress or line of sight.
No one's within line of sight, so bummer.
Okay, well, all the PTTs move within
3 inches towards it.
So that goes there.
Yeah, so he's like, it's calling its buddies. Things are bumping and scrambling through the access hatches.
Wasn't there one more?
No, it's just 2.
Okay, cool.
All right, so that's him. Now we have the second Xeno here. One facing off against the soldier.
And I think it's probably in sight of that turret too. So I think as soon as it moves, if it does move, it's probably going to get shot-seed by that turret.
Yeah, as soon as it moves, it'll get attacked.
Yep, and it's going to pause like as soon as it takes a step. That thing's going to wind up and give it the biz.
Yeah. So where would you like to move it, though?
We got to roll for its unengaged first.
Oh, that's right.
Actually, I'm gonna choose. I'm gonna choose before we roll.
You take 2 dread to do that.
Yeah, and I'm gonna choose 9, which is I get to move it.
Oh, okay. So you're moving towards
the soldier. We'll go after the soldier since that's kind of like in front of me.
You'll take a hair of a step, and the thing is going to be roll upset and attack you.
Yes.
Need a 15.
Rolled a 7.
Yeah.
So that hits. 2d10 on Xeno B. 7 damage total.
Awesome. And I think it's taken 10 before.
Yeah, so that puts it at 17. We're still just adding 1.
Yep.
10. 10 plus 1.
11. The Xeno is killed and slumps to the floor, arms still twitching.
Oh, man.
All crew models remove 1 stress.
Look at this little guy. Look at this little guy right here. MVP.
I'm going to spend 1 dread to... I still have a dread, right?
Yeah, you still have quite a few.
I'm going to resolve 1. So a phosphorus haze is going to emit from the wounds, and all crew models within 3 take a point of damage.
So just the...
Shaky boy.
Just the roughneck will take a damage.
Okay.
And she's happy.
Dang, guys. Yeah, Deka, I love the security looking shots as well. We had to Ben last stream actually was talking about like doing like a kind of like a camera overlay.
Yeah.
It's like the ISS watching.
Yeah.
Dude, that is sick. That thing just not only shot 1, but then turned and just obliterated.
Yeah, it was like super fast. That was sick.
So Stowaway is MVP right now.
Yep.
Stowaway is the best.
Dude, he's been living here for a while, and he's just like he's making his way out, but on the way, he just throws down a security drone.
So that's it for the Xenos, right?
Yeah, heck yeah.
So the Stowaway right now. Let's get the nice camera angle down this hallway. Perhaps. stowaway's next to this bulkhead door, which has some wall next to it, right?
Yes, sir.
So as a long action, when the stowaway is in contact with the wall, move the stowaway directly to the other side of the wall. You better believe I'm just going to crawl through this little vent over here on the side.
And leave the bulkhead door down.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
couldn't
heck yeah.
you go here?
Yes. Matt, I mean, other side of the wall, this is... Yeah, that makes sense. I think this would maybe be a stress, but I think any of this corner would be
I
fine.
can't see yet. I'm not sure what you're looking at yet.
I'm
My
moving
camera
him.
hasn't-
I'm moving him, and
Yeah.
we'll catch up. So
Yeah.
he's like here, to there.
It looks farther on screen than it is in real life, too.
It's like
2 inches?
2 inches of movement.
2 inches, that's fine.
So I would say it'd have to be directly on the other side. That would be like deep space out there.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
directly
But I
on
would
the
say
side.
you could ignore the bulkhead though. You could just be like, I'm leaving this down, going through this
Okay.
vent over here, and not having a place.
I
to
guess
wait for the
okay,
team to
yeah.
get
I guess now you say that. In theory, if I was gonna apply that the way I just did, you could go from there to there, which is
Yeah.
kind of OP.
Right.
So yeah, that makes sense.
All
But
right.
he just like skips through the vent, gets to the other side of the door.
which is a great strategy against the Xeno because the Xeno can't open doors; they have to beat them down. So you've left like a little barricade there.
So I went through and then I moved 3 inches, but I am now officially in the contaminated area.
Daka, that's the best too. Imagine stowing away for laughs as a kid and not knowing what's up. Then you grow old and die before anybody is waking up. Cryostasis.
Oh, jeez.
That's actually sad.
Yeah, in my head, I imagine that the stowaway like has access to a cryopod. You know, like they use that. They get on, they go to sleep to get to wherever they want to go.
That's cool. So what's up with the contaminated?
Yeah,
room?
what happens in the contaminated
Oh,
zone
when
now?
you take a move, let me read it exactly. I believe it's when you take a move action in that sector, you take a point of damage.
All right, well, I did take a move, so I am -1 more damage. I only have nine wounds left.
Okay.
Okay.
Knowing that these characters have like 20, 25, it's like 1 point here, 1 point there, might not be a big deal, but when that Xeno comes in with like 2d10 plus 2, that becomes like really, really iffy on whether you're gonna get one shot at or not.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough time.
I roughneck moved once to get out of the confined area, and then moved a second, gained a stress.
Can I just say how cool this terrain set is? Right?
It's dope.
like that sounds like some home shopping network stuff. Like, this is just so cool. No, but like seriously, this is actually pretty sick to play on, and I kind of helped design this thing. This is like the first time I'm actually playing on it in the flesh.
It's
which
nice, right?
It's pretty sick. It's very functional, which I like a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm also very biased, but I think for the money, it's pretty good value as well. You know, if you like playing these types of games, or even like RPGs, like if you're into the Alien RPG, I feel like this is also a pretty good pickup.
Yeah.
Which I still think once you guys are settled and we're kind of like done with the violent dark backroom thing, I'd still be totally down to run.
Yeah, that'd be
game and
super
we
fun.
could use this.
Dude, even if we don't stream it, we could just play it. I think that would be fun.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Like, yeah.
Screw all you guys watching. We're gonna go play our game.
Yeah. All right. Soldier. I'm gonna move Soldier this way.
Okay.
I'm gonna do 3. And there's a computer terminal. I'm like right on a computer terminal. Can I do anything?
You could
sweet?
potentially open up that bulkhead door before you get there.
Do that.
What else could he do in a computer terminal? Could he close? He could close this door that's back here.
Oh, can I do that?
If you access the ISS on a D10 roll, so that's the only one that requires a roll because the ships are kind of fiddly. On a D10 roll of 3+, you can open or close a bulkhead.
He rolled a 5.
So you're good. You find the remote controls for that bulkhead. They haven't degraded over time, and it slides shut.
So looking through the door.
That poor Or medical officer.
Oh, he's like, hang on. I'm going to move him here.
Yeah.
He's like, guys, wait for me.
And no.
Goodbye. Rip. Alright, now it's actually my time to move the medical officer. I just screwed over my own character, so...
It's okay.
You know. I guess... So I'm engaged with the Xeno.
You are engaged.
I am going to disengage.
You cannot set off sprinklers. But someday when I make a Terminator-esque thing, there'll have to be a computer access where you can like turn on Halon systems.
Yeah, that's sick. Alright, so I'm going to disengage. And then, so I get a point of stress, right, when I do that?
Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
yep.
And disengage is a long action?
It's a quick.
Okay, so I can move...
you can move 1 inch and then
1 inch,
another 3.
and then I can go... I'm going to do another... Like there.
Okay.
Maybe the turret will protect me.
All right, that's it. That's it for characters.
Possible.
All right.
Turn 7, ISS. No one needs to be woken up.
And there's still a token on the board, isn't there? A couple of them?
There's 2 tokens on the board.
Tokens.
Correct.
Awesome. Okay. So we'll roll for the tokens.
Go ahead. D10.
Okay, let's do this one first. Right here. So
6.
6.
Move it 4 inches towards a crew model. So it's going to move into contact with whoever that is the closest there.
Yeah,
okay. Do you want in front of or behind?
Behind, for sure.
Okay, all right.
And that's another, so while the Xeno is really cool because it likes to blindside and do whatever, as the threat player, again, I'm thinking kind of specifically with the rogue synths because they're just a different type of threat that you guys can see and know of as a thing. How you move their tokens and get them prepped could be completely different than the Xeno. They play very differently, so you might not want to always be behind where the Xeno like to ambush.
That token you just moved will be well lit, by the way.
Okay, so we'll auto reveal when we get to that.
Okay.
And then this one down here floating and crawling on the outside hull of the ship or through some vent that's running along the outside.
It's an 8.
It's an 8.
Place this PTT in contact with any crew model. What's the thing down there with our little stowaway friend?
What do you mean? What's the thing?
What do you mean? What's the thing? He's just trying to run for his life, dude, and you're trying to kill him.
What's the environment?
Contaminated.
Oh, okay. Yeah, pop that puppy up.
Oh, dang it. Yo, what's up, Inferrex? Thanks for coming by, man.
Man, he almost got out of there, dude. You know that was too good to be true.
Yeah, he's still good.
Maybe it's a cat. Maybe just like there's a cat hanging out down there.
It's not gonna... Okay, so the top one will automatically reveal now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And that is a 6.
And -2 because there's already a Xeno on the table. Becomes
So
a 4, which is just a glimpse. Leave it unrevealed, and all crew models in line of sight to the token gain a stress.
Okay.
Now, the next one we don't reveal?
The next one we do because it's in the same sector as a character.
Okay.
Or is it not? I can't really tell.
No, it is.
Okay.
5.
And it, which is going to go to a 3. Same thing. It's just a glimpse.
Just a glimpse, baby. Just a glimpse.
Sick.
Okay, so that's that.
So the soldier at 90, I don't think he would have line of sight to that point, right?
No.
So none of these, because they're not.
No one saw it. This is just for the camera.
Man, the aliens are just too sneaky.
2 sneaks, man. They're trying to give a little spook, but they're
not very good at it. Turns out it's not aliens.
And
it's
that's
just
sort of like a thing as the threat player, you sort of give up if you want to try and get that blindside attack. Not a lot of people are going to have line of sight to the token.
So there's playing as the threat. You know, if you're into that kind of tactical play and like really like gaming out those moves, there's a lot of variation and depth that you can get into with this, which is really cool.
And like if the roughneck was really high on stress or close to panicking, I might want to instead put the token in front when I moved it and kind of maybe force a thing off of that to give some extra stress.
That's super cool. I really like that mechanic, dude. I think that's really fun.
All right, so Xeno time now, right?
Time for Alien.
Yes.
So
he's unengaged.
Yep.
Okay.
He's
so
probably
roll on
gonna
the
get shot by
unengaged.
that turret.
5.
5.
Unengaged, number 5. The Xeno makes a move action. If it makes contact, I'm going to roll on the engaged table.
Alright, what do you want to do? You want to move him? Get shot up again?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, that's what he's going to do.
Alright, well, he's going to move a little bit, and then Connor's going to shoot you.
15 or under.
Oh, it's a 17.
It was a 7.
Okay, and then he takes
Misses.
the rest of his move, right? Which is...
Yep.
Are you just going to go into contact behind this guy?
Yeah.
Oh, man, he's going to get you. Poor medical officer.
That's you. He's going to get you.
He's going to get you.
All right, and he's going to make an attack now, huh?
Yep. Gonna roll. How much dread do I have right now?
You have 4 dread.
I'm gonna spend 2 and just go ahead and make my use the result 2 to 6. So I'm just gonna sense weakness and strike. So I'm just gonna make a single melee attack.
Okay. You rolled an 11.
Rolled an 11.
That'll hit. Shrink. So 2d10 plus 4 because I'm blindsiding him.
19. He's got 1 health left.
Oh! And see, this is where when people are like, oh, contaminated is only 1 point of damage. It's like, yep. And if he had gone through there, something like that 1 point, or phosphorus haze.
20 points and 19.
That's insane,
he is
dude.
Almost bled out entirely. Goodness.
Poor medical officer. He gets woken up.
Immediately attacked. Dodges it.
Like,
he gets a door slammed in his face and then
crazy.
a giant spike right through the gut.
All right. Crew face?
Yeah, that's it for Xeno, right?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get this stowaway. I have to be in base to base with the cryo, is that right?
The escape pod?
The escape
You have
pod?
to make 2 awareness checks while in this sector.
Oh, okay, I'm in the sector.
You could, though, in theory, you have a computer icon in there. You have a computer terminal.
Yeah.
You could use the Access ISS, and you could investigate that token, subtracting or adding 1 from the roll. So with there already being a Xeno on the table, and with that, you could do a -3 and potentially remove it from the table if you wanted. Like if you're worried about it.
Or I could use my awareness 15 and get out of here.
Okay, so you need 2 awareness checks of 2 successful awareness checks in total in that room, and then you have to survive to the end of the game.
Do it.
First one was a 5. It works.
Oh, you got it.
Can you just do 2 awareness checks in a round, though?
So no, it's an action.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna scooch towards this PC.
Okay. Maybe I'm gonna use this. Maybe I'm not. Something's bumping around under the floor. Maybe we might want to check out what that is.
It's almost like the ISS flooded this chamber with like noxious fumes. 10?
Shh.
All right, my soldier. He is going to access the ISS. And I'm going to roll a d10, try and open this door for you.
Oh, how friendly. A 5?
That's a 5.
A 3 up opens doors, right?
Yep, sure does.
Get out of here, door.
Okay, that opens that door.
Can I do that twice in a round?
Access ISS. Let me check what.
I think it's a long action, right?
I think it is.
Just like opening, closing doors, like all round.
This soldier is like freaking hacker, man.
No, he's just like mashing the keys. He's like, how do I use this? I'm just a meathead.
He's not even actually opening doors. He's like trying to reload his gun, and the butt of it just keeps hitting
like,
the keyboard.
He's just like running the thing, and like the end of the gun is hitting the key.
Access
This is actually just
is
doing this.
indeed a long action.
This is just going up and down.
Yeah.
Dude, you got to make it through, man. Like, oh man. Okay. All right. So access ISS, and then I'm just gonna move. I'll go 3.
Yeah, go towards that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move 6. You better believe now that my
I can do it.
guardian meathead angel has opened the door for me.
6 actually
Guardian
takes you.
meathead angel. This is something you hear every day.
Okay, so 6 actually takes you right in the middle of the door.
I don't want to do that. I'll stop a little short.
Right there.
Yeah, I'll take the stress.
Please stop right in the door.
My roughneck remembers her last time. She was woken up and her captain got bisected.
Yeah.
So, okay, that's it.
Speaking of bisected, I watched that movie 13 Ghosts the other day. All right, with my wife. It's a movie from the early 2000s. If anyone has seen it in chat, you can drop it. There's this scene where someone gets cut in half by a glass door.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like how
That's a weird film, dude. Like, that's a weird film. Like, they move into this house. I mean, we didn't finish watching it. I saw it a long time ago. But just like the cast, everything is just like screams early 2000s. It's a riot. Anyway, if you know what I'm talking about, if you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say.
you got to move this medical
If
officer.
you know,
man.
you know.
All right, medical officer. He's gonna disengage. Okay, take his stress.
Yeah.
He should have more stress than that, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna go 1 inch, which is just gonna get him to here. And
Let's
he's gonna
also,
go-
while you're moving, give a shout out to Connor for his sweet sentry guns that he made. They
dude,
look so good.
Connor, he made the sentry guns. He made these crates that come apart. He made these sick pods for me too. He's like sculpting all sorts of cool
I actually
stuff.
haven't like looked closely at this gun yet.
So it's cool.
And that was the first unlock, I think. So the tokens sheet will have tokens for the turrets because they're, a core game thing, but they're like just a really fun, 3D upgrade that just looks sweet.
Yeah, and you'll get them for free. If you get a tier 2 or tier 3, you get 3 turrets for free.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
Free. It's free.
Free.
It's literally free.
Those turrets came out pretty cool, I guess.
And so is Gabriel. Gabriel's free. He got unlocked.
Yep.
And so
Gabriel,
is,
he's great.
Dieter Lang.
Dieter Lang.
He's great, real.
Turn 8, baby. Let's do this. ISS phase. No one gets thawed.
No one gets chopped in half by a door.
Nope.
All right, we got two
PTTs.
Two
PTTs. And PTT stands for Potential Threat Token, for those of you who are wondering.
It stands for
PTT is.
platypuses that think.
Yes, that's actually
That's
what
really-
Are you proud of that one?
I was racking my brain so hard. I was like, platypuses, T, what's T? Yeah, I'm tired, all right? Normally I'd be like on it.
Platypuses that think. Platypi. Yeah, Moya.
Thanks, Moya. Thanks, Dr.
Yeah.
Moya. We've
Get out
missed
of here,
you.
Moy.
It's
Get
good to
out of
have you
here.
Platypi is American. Platypuses is what's in Australia, and they're twice as venomous with their claws.
That's some Outback stuff right there.
Yeah.
All right, okay, let's do this. What do we do with these PTTs? We roll them for them?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, if anyone, I wish you'd all just seen that. This is how fatigued we are. Connor's like missed the thing that's right in front of him with the dice. Anyway,
2 foot square.
all right, I rolled a 4 for this first one up here, right here.
So it's going to move 4 inches towards the closest crew model. Go ahead and do that for me. I can choose where it's going to go.
Who would you
but
like?
I'm just going to have it.
Soldier or rough day?
Let's have it go after the soldier. I like that in my mind.
So that's gonna actually take it into the well-lit area as well.
Yes. Yep.
This one right here?
Yeah.
Just roll for that.
A 9.
It's a 9.
Ooh.
Minus 2? So it's a 7?
Nope. It's just that it's going to be immediately revealed, adding
but
plus
there's already,
one if it's
there's already one there, right?
So that's to the reveal roll. That's to the reveal roll
okay,
itself.
sorry.
So it is getting revealed.
Right,
and
I
now
gotcha.
we'll see what happens to it. And now we would subtract 2.
It's 4 minus 2. It's a 2.
Oh, excellent. So remove the PTT. It's just a glitch. ISS glitch.
All right.
You're never
Sorry
finding
for
that
your
token
trouble.
again, dude.
No.
That token's gone. That might as well be
Sorry
in,
for your elevated stress levels.
Dubai or something. Yeah.
An error report has been generated and sent back to the corporation.
And would you like to send? Yeah. Oh, error report on the error report. Will not send. Okay, that's it. Now it's Xeno time, right?
Stabby time.
Xeno time, but oh man, that door is closed.
And he's unengaged. There is a man in the room with him.
Okay, well, all right. So we've got unengaged going on here. He's probably going to end up moving. The only thing that's going to save him is an ambush, which is a place instead of move. So we'll see what happens here.
So
I wanted 10.
To 3.
So it's going to make a move action. So it's going to start heading towards that dude, and then the sentry gun's going to spin up.
Come on, sentry. Oh, that was a 1. It's a 13. It's a 13. Still hits.
Still hits.
2d10 right here. Come on, sentry.
Mm-hmm.
11 damage.
Oh, that's still good. And this one's taken some before.
There's already a 20, so this brings it up to 31.
So this is a plus 3 to that damage roll. Nice.
Whoa!
Oh, it's a 10.
Oh, it's
It's a 10.
Oh, it's like mega blitzed.
Dude, this thing,
MVP
this
sentry.
is made by, like, I don't even know where I was going with that.
That's made by Platypi, and
Yeah.
they thought it through.
Yeah.
Oh man!
Now, it would actually be made specifically by the IPMC.
No,
So
this
the
is
interplanetary
like
military
Blindsided
corps.
Studios, long time in the future. As a defense contractor, we make turrets.
Out of MDF.
We make a computer system
Out of
called
MDF.
the ISS.
Out of
It's
MDF.
great. You should try it. I hear
That's
it
why
works
it's
great.
glitchy. Its circuits are wood.
Oh man.
Boom.
Dang, that's great.
Hey, I got a quick shout out.
Yeah.
Quick shout out to
shout out.
our boy Malev, who painted all these minis
Malev
for us.
Shinobi.
Any of the crew minis that you see in the photos are painted special for us by him. If you don't follow him, you should check him out. What's his Instagram? I
thought it was Malev Shinobi.
I think so. A lot of the people in chat probably know who he is. Oh, wait, is he here?
He's here.
Yeah, dude, drop your Insta. Yeah, the guy did an outstanding job on those. I'm gonna try and get him to paint some more stuff.
Oh, Malev Minis. That's right. Malev Minis. Yeah. Oh, he just messaged it.
Yeah, cool.
Seriously, check
him out.
Give that guy a follow.
He also streams too, so follow him on Twitch.
And he's a good person. Like, beyond just what he does professionally, Malev is
Right.
just he's a good guy. He's a good guy to follow. He's a good guy to support.
If you consider that
he's the man.
engineer who lied his way to his position, woke up, and then immediately destroyed the door, he's like the opposite of him.
If I had a small kitten and I needed someone to look after it and I had to trust them, I'd give it to Malev.
You want to give me the cat?
Malev's also on
Worrisome.
Patreon. So if you're into supporting artists who are worth the supporting, you should definitely hit up the Malevs.
All right, on that note, the alien just died, just exploded.
Xeno just...
It's crew phase now, right?
Started at the bottom, now we're here. And by here, I mean in between its eyeballs.
It's crew phase now, right?
It's crew phase, right?
Okay. Medical officer, gonna use the computer.
Everybody also
Gonna use the computer.
removes one stress, regardless of where they are. All crew remove a stress when the Xeno is killed.
10. What were you trying to do at the computer?
3.
Yeah, and Moy is right. You guys also, even if you fail this, you have succeeded at your plan B and get a minor victory. You are trophy hunters. You killed 2 or more threats.
We killed one?
Well, the turret did all the work.
The turret, yeah, does it count if the turret did everything?
It killed it.
Which means that actually the stowaway did it. The stowaway.
Dude, this kid, man.
Listen, the stowaway roughneck is maybe my favorite pair now.
I don't like children. Okay, I'm gonna be totally honest.
Ben is very serious with that.
I'm not a child. I'm not a kid person.
He's not a child, nor does he like them.
I was never a child. When I was born, I was like already like 30 years old. It's fine. They assembled me out of stuff.
Magic outback dust.
Yeah, it's Australian.
In a flat pie.
Australian trick. Easily the best kid ever. The greatest.
Yeah.
The greatest. I like this kid.
What if it's a teenager?
You could call a teenager kid, right? He's like, hey kid, what you doing?
I call 25-year-olds kids.
What's in your backpack? You got a turret in your backpack? Throw it down there.
Yeah.
By the way, I do actually. Well, actually.
Right. So
wrong game.
Yeah, wait till you see the Seth clone 2064.
So he activated the thing.
Okay, so yeah, sorry, I went off on a tangent there. Yeah. Went up to the computer console. I rolled higher than a 3, and I was able to... You can open or close any door on the map, right, Matt?
Yep.
Okay, I opened this door right in front of the soldier. Everything is falling into place for me. This was all planned ahead of time, by the way.
Now that you got the engineer... Oh, you mean the soldier that closed the door on the medical officer?
Yeah, and this guy has 1 health left. Again, all completely planned.
What an altruistic man. Not only was he trapped in there, but he's going to save the guy that...
Exactly. Hey, Matt, is the awareness check a long action?
Yes.
So wait, does that mean I can move and then do it?
You can do it either. You can take a movement as a quick.
Okay, so 3 inches actually gets me just inside this, and then I'm going to make my awareness test.
Okay.
Are you just inside it, or are you in the doorway?
I was 3 inches literally took me to the other side of the door.
Fool me once, man.
I ain't ever going to make that mistake again, although I actually did in this game. I put the medical officer in the doorway, but Matt didn't notice, so...
That's because I can't see all the camera angles. Gosh.
All right,
if you buy this and you play as the threat player, always bank 2 dread for when a player is like, my movement takes me right side the doorway, and then boom, you shut.
Are we rolling under or over the value?
Under the value.
Okay, so I rolled a 6. My awareness is 8. So.
Oof.
So you have both awareness tests are now done, so the pods are prepped and ready, and now all you have to do is survive to the end of the game.
Oh, it's just, I thought it was 2 per...
Nope, it's 2 awareness checks, successful awareness checks have to be made in the cryo.
So aware right now.
Take a damage, though, because...
Oh, yeah, but I'm so aware right now, though.
The medic can, but so the medic can't just move in there until the medic does a little healing. So if he wanders into the contaminated room.
I'm doing mine the other way.
Yeah, I noticed.
The poisonous gases, the radiation or whatever it is leaking in there.
Actually, these cases are just full of like durian, so it's like it just smells really bad.
Yes,
all that what's that fish in the can? Stromsminga something?
I don't know.
I don't even.
It's the fish when you open it and it's like it's supposed to smell like dead bodies or something.
Okay, so that's a medical officer and soldier. I'm gonna move my person. 3 inches gets the roughneck to there.
This is turn 9, right?
I think this may be 8. And take up a defensive position right here. Take a stress for that.
Ben, does your medic have a healing trait on offensive?
No.
Stimulants. As a free action, the medical officer can take 2 stress to gain an additional quick action this turn. I haven't used that at all.
I will take you took your injury. I will take another injury on my roughneck to 10.
Okay.
It's only when you move in the contaminated areas.
Yes, when you take a move action in a contaminated area.
Okay. That's everyone then. Mm-hmm. Oh wait, no, I'm gonna focus search.
Ooh, good idea.
Because I can just search around, right?
Wait.
Yeah.
If he accesses the ISS, can he mess with this PTT token up here?
Sure can.
Or is it only in the same room?
No, it's anywhere. That's like the ISS is like
Yeah.
using the computers and sensors and things all over.
Although
the place.
focus search is also not like the worst.
No, I'm gonna do that because that's gonna. There's only one on the board, so it'll turn into a threat, right?
It will. Yep, it's gonna
I'd
auto
rather
reveal
get rid of that.
to be the threat. Yep.
Actually, I'm gonna close that door behind you. 6.
Okay.
Boom. Close that door. Ka-thunk. Well, that was a nice thunk.
Yeah, that really was nice.
Hold on,
Wasn't it?
get that in for the audience. Hold on a second.
Okay. It's not going to do it now. Yeah.
One more time.
You can edit in like a slamming sound. I can't get it. Oh, there you go.
I don't know. Hopefully, hopefully you guys heard that. Okay, so that's closed. That's it. That's it for that.
Now we just need to close this one too.
Now we're on turn 9.
This needs to be the goal.
Yeah.
Close
Okay.
that.
Turn 9. ISS phase.
There's still a token here. Nobody's dead.
Nope.
So we go to. We would roll for. We go to the PTTs, the potential threat tokens.
It
That one,
automatically
because it's the
reveals.
last one, automatically becomes the threat, the chosen threat.
Okay.
So go ahead and replace that.
So this is an alien.
Yep. And do we add more PTTs now?
Nope, it wouldn't be until next turn because that's part of the ISS phase.
Okay. So now it's Xeno turn.
Yes. And it is unengaged.
Okay, rolling for it.
6.
6.
So he is going to move. I'm going to have it move around the corner down towards the open door.
Okay.
You move 6 inches.
Okay, so
Yep, 6 inches. So it's going to just.
3 to there, and then like 3 takes you to about there.
And that's his whole turn, right?
Yep, that's all he's going to be able to do.
Character phase. All right, medical officer.
This guy right here.
You got one.
This guy right here.
One job,
This guy right here. He's got a 3+, 3+.
Hmm.
Get shut doored on.
Get shut doored on.
Yeah, this is how we roll.
This is Matt. This is Matt realizing he's losing.
So the.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
So with that move, with the 6, Xena makes a move action. If it makes contact, roll and engage. If it doesn't make contact, move it another 6 inches towards the closest crew.
Oh.
So it's going down there. Is it going to end up in the door?
No, it'll be past it.
It'll be past the door.
Yes. Ugh,
3
just in
takes it to the
time.
door. Then another 3 takes it to there.
Yes.
Oh,
Guys can
Matt
kill
just
it in
rewrote the game on us.
Yeah.
He's just like.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
my favorite part. I love doing that.
But now you're still you're not attacking or anything still, right?
No. I just moved down there.
Okay, so
Light her up.
character
Light her
phase.
Okay, what else can you do with the ISS? Is there anything else the medical officer can do from there to benefit? Right here.
Yeah. Yes. So you can. Let me find all of the things that you can do with it.
In
There
the
are
meantime,
3.
I'm gonna
You
shoot
can reveal
this.
a PTT. You can give a crew model +2 to the next action they take, or you can open and close any bulkhead door on a 3+. So you could
Alright,
give
so-
somebody additional +2.
+2 to you.
Yeah, give me that flamethrower. You're gonna. So, well, you have to roll for it though, right? Does it have to roll, or does it just happen?
Nope, that one just happened. The only one you roll for
Okay.
is the bulkhead door because
So
they're
+2.
janky.
My range is 12, so now I'm going for 14 or under here.
Hang on, let me ask a question that we may not have been doing right. Connor has
You can more, but they
5
don't care.
panic. Is that -5
That
to his
is
roll?
-5 to your attack roll.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get +2 and then also focus.
Okay, so that will be +5, so that'll offset your penalties.
Cool.
12 or under.
Yes,
So
nice.
6. It definitely hits. 2d6 +2. 3 and a 5. I picked the high, so 5 +2, so it does 7 on Xeno C.
It's a fresh.
Sweet.
Fresh.
And
So
do I
you're gonna
roll
get
for
a roll?
hits? Yeah.
Could it be possible the
5.
ISS is thawing these aliens out too?
Yeah,
Think about it. Maybe it's possible, maybe it's not. Who knows?
rolled a 5.
It's just watching. It's playing a game. It's bored.
Yeah.
The So the Xeno remains on the table. All crew models that have line of sight to the Xeno get a stress. And is there a crew model that happens to be within 3 inches of me?
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
Yes.
How much dread do I have? Do I have any right now?
You have 2 dread.
I'm going to spend 1 to make a melee attack against 1 crew model within 3.
You like the stowaway or the roughneck?
Who's injured already?
Both of them.
We'll go. The kid's been so cool. We'll go for the roughneck.
All right. I mean, she did just shoot fire at you.
That's
Yes.
true, yeah. That's
Okay.
true.
What's your injury or the goal here?
16.
Does her stress play into it?
No. Nope.
Okay, so 16 is a 10, so that definitely hits.
For 2d10 plus 2.
And she's dead.
Yeah. Scything
That means-
talon just.
That means
shoulder-
that at the end
shoulder
of
to
the
hip.
game, a new
Shink.
person is going to get thawed out on turn 10, right?
Yeah, next turn.
That's hilarious. Everyone's evacuating and thaws out an extra guy. Or
Well,
girl.
there's still a threat on the ship.
That's true.
All right. So and that's the end of the Xeno turn. Well, that's the end of her turn as a character.
Yeah.
It's the end of her life.
Yeah, she did.
Stowaway's gonna,
Get some distance.
yeah. Give me 4. Give me all the way out to the corner. Yeah. All the way out to the corner.
Take the damage.
Take a damage for moving and a stress for moving as well with a contaminated in a double move.
Okay, I'm gonna move.
Who's left? Where's the other? Where are the
I'm
other?
gonna
where are
move
the
and
other peeps?
shoot. Can I move and shoot, or do I have to do a snapshot if I move?
You can move. You can move and shoot because shoot is a long action, so you could do a quick
Okay.
and a long if
Okay,
you wanted
cool.
to.
So
Can he load up his ammo?
Can he what?
What's volley?
So my
fire?
trait
Oh
is
yeah. Yep.
the
you can
soldier
absolutely
may
volley
take
fire.
a long action to add an ammo counter to one of their weapons, but I just want to shoot. I'm just gonna shoot my
Yeah, heck
assault
yeah.
rifle. My ranged is 15.
So ammo tokens represent like a surplus of ammo. So even when a weapon is at 0 ammo, they can still take shoot actions normally. But when you take a volume of fire action, you spend an ammo before you roll to hit, and if you hit, you do an additional D10 damage.
Right. So you have an ammo. You have 2 ammo. So you can.
Oh,
You,
I have.
You start
spend
with
you
2.
can spend 1 and take a volley of fire. You can volley
If
of
you
fire
hit,
with
you
it.
get another D10 damage.
Yes, let's do that. I'm gonna take my ammo
Do it.
and I'm gonna spend that ammo.
Yep.
Dude.
So you just like instead
Watch
of
me
taking
miss.
controlled shots, you flip it to full auto and just like blast away
All right.
down the hall at this thing.
Ranged 15.
Woo! Okay, it's a
It's
4.
a 4.
It definitely hits. And what's the damage on it?
1d10 plus 1.
1
So now you're doing
D10
2D plus 1.
2d10 plus 1. First one.
First one,
5.
6.
Oh.
3.
4.
So you got 9. Wait, does each one get plus 1 or is it?
No, it's just an additional D10.
Yeah, so you did 9 damage to it.
Okay.
And how much
Oh.
did it have before?
Has 7, so it's at 16. So now roll something. Roll a
Roll a
D10.
D10 and
we'll
add
add-
Pray for me, chat. Pray for me.
10 would be great.
That's a 9.
It's an 8, so 8 plus 1 is 9 total.
All right, so the wounded Xeno emits an ear-piercing screech and tears its way into the ship's vents. So remove it from the table and replace it with a PTT. The Xeno will return with all accumulated damage.
Crazy. That's crazy right there.
That's the end of our turns, too. Last turn.
ISS phase. We're going to throw out a new person.
Turn 10, ISS phase. Let me see who's gonna be stuck.
Okay. Engineer's already died.
Yeah, let me see what sad sap.
Let's dig through here and see who's left.
Fresh meat.
This person, and it is this one. Oh
The
no!
captain.
Oh
It's the
no!
captain.
It thought out the captain in an offensive stance.
Okay.
Excellent.
Captain starts all the way back there.
Okay, so that's that. There's
There's
one
a
PTT.
PTT token right here, so let's roll for that.
But does it automatically become the? Xeno?
Yeah, but I want to roll. I want it to move because I want it to get close.
9 for the PTT.
Oh, so that means it's going to be revealed at... But it doesn't matter. So it's going to be revealed and turned into the Xeno right where it is.
Okay.
That was actually like the best result for you guys right now.
Good. And then does Xeno get a turn there?
Yes, so it's going to roll on the unengaged table.
Okay. 4.
Makes a move action, 6 inches.
Where do you want to go?
Let's go after the soldier, since you just blasted the crap out of it.
Okay, so 6 inches, you could get to the side of him right there if you want.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's do that. So I won't be blindsiding.
I'll teach you to shoot at me.
When you're gonna make a melee attack, since you made it there.
Yeah, we're gonna make a engaged instinct roll.
Oh, engaged instinct.
D20.
Yeah.
3.
Make a single melee attack against a crew of my choice. So there's only one there.
All right, D10 or D20?
2d10
D20.
plus. Oh, sorry.
We're gonna roll to hit.
That's a 20.
Natural 20. He misses.
Oh, dang. Okay.
This alien's a dummy.
So at the end of character phase, we have 2 people. Does that mean we won basic scenario? Is that right?
So you are at turn 10. So now what you would do is roll. We would play through the rest of the turn.
Well, let's go ahead and play through it. You want to disengage and shoot?
Yeah.
I'm going to encourage you with my action.
Yeah, let's do it.
So you disengage.
The kid's like, shoot it! Shoot it!
All right. My ranged is 15. Oh, sorry, I have 4 panic on this guy.
That's for your attack. You made the other shot.
Okay.
So 15, 9. Yeah, you made it with the encourage.
Sweet.
So it hits on your ranged. Oh, wait.
And I have 2 ammo, so I'm going to discard the second one.
Yeah.
Yep, you may as well just
so my first D10.
Oof.
It's a 2. Okay. Second one. Come on, give me a 10.
That's 1 plus 1 plus 1. You did 3 damage with the whole volley of fire.
This guy's not... He's not good.
But that does push you into a +2 to the roll.
It does not. That's 16 to 19. It does not.
Oh my gosh! I thought you were
1.
at 17.
You were wrong.
I rolled 3 ones in a row on a D10.
2. He did 2 on the damage resolution.
Oh, wow.
2 damage on the threat resolution.
Everyone drop your ones in chat.
At least it wasn't...
Like, wow.
So the Xeno squeals in pain and hisses at the crew. The Xeno remains on the table, and all crew that have line of sight gain a stress.
Cool. Okay.
Not great.
No. Thanks, Ben. Worthless soldier.
Guys.
Okay. Now what? Now...
Is it the end of the turn?
Oh, wait. The captain and medical officer.
Yeah. I should have done the medical officer and given him a plus.
Would have mattered. You hit. You just didn't hit anything.
Gotcha.
You just didn't hit anything vital.
For the captain, I'm just going to move the captain. Just going to go 3 into here.
I love everything about what's
It's
happening.
stuck confined, and he can move. Do you just want to keep him there? Or?
Yeah, she's going to just... I don't know.
Yeah. All right. That's the end of turn 10. Now what?
So now what would happen is, because there's potential other turns, on a 6+, there would be a turn 11. So on a 1 to 5, the game ends and it would be a victory. You guys hop in the pods, the aliens like clawing and slashing at them, and you're shot out into space.
So
this is a D10?
Yep, a D10 roll. On a 6+, there would be another turn.
I'm going to say right now, I am exhausted from moving shop.
We're gonna call this one.
So I'm gonna roll, and if we're continuing, then we can always continue it next stream. But just understand, I'm exhausted and I need to go eat some food. I'm sorry, chat, but it's just the way it is.
It's a 3.
So the game would end.
It was a 7.
Thank you for understanding. But
it would be another turn, but for this case. For the stowaway with their drop turret, their excellent awareness skills.
These two make it to safety.
And really, the altruistic nature of this medical officer sitting at 1 health right now.
That's a cool, like, that's actually a super cool, like, clutch moment. Because, like, the alien got destroyed by the turret, and then he turns around and he's, like, starts running towards the thing and starts slamming buttons and opening doors and stuff, because he's just, like, a Chad helping his friends out.
He knows that he's gonna bleed out and die anyways from his injuries.
Yeah,
so
he's
he
like
crawls
holding
over to the
his-
computer. And he like sits in the chair and he's like just trying to like do stuff to help the rest of the crew as he's bleeding out.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
This was a super fun game.
Yeah, that was dope.
This mission
was
is
really fun.
It seems so. This is the other thing too. Is like on a 2x2, you're like, oh man, look, this is easy. I'm just gonna like, bleh, like walk down here, like no problem. It's not.
That's a struggle.
it's like a slugfest to get through.
We got lucky with the turret killing those things.
Yeah, because the other thing is too, you got to take into account the conditions of the rooms. Like, this could have been something other than confined. Like, it could have been contaminated in there, and then you're taking damage and all sorts of stuff. So you actually could have, like, your best bet, you could have had to go like all the way around or something. Like, there's a lot of variation with that.
Mm-hmm.
Which I really like.
Yeah, just using the same table and changing the environments can make it play very differently.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think what we should do just for fun to show them off. So let's say we wanted to play a continuing presence. So the Xenos are adapting to situations. What I think you should do is draw one random one of the Xeno adaptations and just read it and just kind of show what it does.
So I'm gonna draw this card.
A new brood.
A new brood. This card. Well, do I have another one I can read out? This card basically, the Xeno can lay eggs in adverse environments with a decreased incubation period. After setup, anytime a PTT is placed on the table, place 2. He brought friends with him. Look at this gross, like, egg sack thing, man. That's disgusting looking.
And then what would happen is we could play through as many linked things as we want, and now this is something that the Xeno has done to adapt. So many of them have been mowed down by the machine guns and defense turrets that they've started to breed faster so they can just throw more bodies through the hallways and the guns can't keep up. They overheat before they...
I mean, some of these are pretty varied too. Like, you know, you could pull like the hardened exoskeleton card, which is that reduce all damage dealt to the Xeno by 2 to a minimum of 1. So that's going to make it kind of harder to kill.
Yep.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, and there's others in this deck. I mean, look at that, so many
cards.
So this game kind of the quote campaign mode of this follows the Xeno threat, or the threat, more than it follows the crew, since they're just kind of like a resource. So as they grow,
Matt, would we also draw a facility card?
For every 2 adaptation cards.
Okay.
So after the second game, we'd get a facility upgrade.
Yeah,
so then the corporations start to try and bring some things back.
Let's say I just draw one, and it's like ISS upgrade. So when using the access ISS action, add or subtract an additional 1 to the roll. So it's like you get some bonuses as well, potentially. You know, and there's a few. There's like stimulants, improved lighting, emergency wake up protocols. So like, you know, there's some
fun variation.
Reinforced bulkheads.
But because ships are out for so long and things are spread out over the inner planets and out into the dark, facility upgrades, you collect them, but at the beginning of a mission, you roll for each one, and there's a chance that you don't actually get the bonus from it because your ship or facility hasn't been upgraded yet. So maybe you have it, maybe you don't. Maybe the corporation didn't actually decide to pay for that upgrade on your ship.
They didn't pay their bill, and then the ship left port without it.
Classic corporate scumbags.
All right, guys. Well, look, to sum it up, this is Violent Dark. I think this was a really good showcase game of like what the game can do. If you're on the fence about it, I think this gives you a pretty good idea of what type of game you're going to get. It is a backroom event. It is up for pre-order right now. You can pre-order any of the 3 tiers. There's tier 1, which is just the core game. There's tier 2, which is the core game plus some extras. And then there's a tier 3, which is the core game plus some minis plus a ton of terrain, which is anything that you need to kind of like get the game to this level that you see here. The tier 2 and tier 3 bundles get a ton of free extras too. So if you go to the page, you scroll down to the unlock section, you'll already be able to see the free ones. It'll say in the top corner in the little yellow if it's like included free or whatever. We've already unlocked a bunch of named characters that Matt's written, and we are pushing up towards the first purchasable unlock, which is the Rogue Synth expansion. I would imagine we'll hit that sometime this week. We have a few other little surprises up our sleeve too for the weekend, I think.
Yeah. Wrath, we are still looking at adding the Tight Quarters MDF kit to pledges. That's, again, once Ben's back in Dallas and we can get a bit more situated, we'll roll that out.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout for that probably towards the end of this weekend, early next week. We'll make a post.
Yeah,
and
definitely. I'd say by Friday.
Yeah, and we'll make a post. We'll talk about it next time we're streaming too. This is still going for another 20 odd days, 24, 25.
We got so much time.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were someone in this ship,
right,
you would be thawed out and there wouldn't be any aliens on the ship. You'd have so much time to react and figure out what to do.
There wouldn't be an alien immediately killing you.
Right, exactly. So that's the type of situation we're looking at right now. Yeah, I don't even know. It's been a long week.
Thanks for tuning in, Matt. Thanks for killing us and running the game at the same time.
Yeah, of course.
Next week is Thanksgiving.
Yes.
It is pretty unlikely that you will see us stream next week. But we'll see what we can do. If there's something, we'll try and fit it in. If we don't speak to you guys before Thanksgiving, hope that everyone has a really awesome week and gets a bit of time off.
I'll be in town during Thanksgiving, so there may actually be a possibility for, if you don't want to be talking to the in-laws, or maybe
you hate your fam, you don't like them, and you're just like, I want to watch 2 guys on the computer instead.
Yeah, maybe if your in-laws also are into tabletop gaming and want to watch three dudes play some vote. Anyways, there is a possibility because I'll be in town, but we'll see how it goes. We'll update everyone. It would be a later in the week stream. Also depends on how the next day goes for us finishing up our shop move. If you're on our Insta, you would have seen some of that.
Yeah, if you don't follow us on Insta, I've been posting a ton of stories, just like showing a bit of behind the scenes look. Been a lot of...
And hashtag get us to Rogue Synth so we can play it on stream.
We're so close. Like, Matt is like turning into a robot, staring at his screen. He refreshes that page.
I'm turning into a Rogue Synth.
Yeah,
I'm turning into a Rogue Synth.
He sits there and refreshes that page all day, every day, and he's wearing out his refresh button on his keyboard.
Yeah, it's gone. I had to order one on Amazon.
Yeah, and he needs to pay for that. So please back the pledge so he can keep ordering Amazon keyboards because he keeps wearing out the F5 key.
Even if we don't get past that, even if the whole pre-order were to just stop at Rogue Synths, like
25001. That's all you want.
Let's get there because I really want to play it on stream. I really want to play with the Mercenary. I really want to play with the Rogue or the Synth Hunter, and I really want to beat up Rogue Synths.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
As do we all.
I think we'll get there. But with your help, we can get there even faster. Thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in. If you're on YouTube and you've stayed for this whole time, thanks for watching on the YouTube's videos.
Super cool human being.
You're the coolest. Thanks, and we appreciate your YouTube patronage.
Goodbye, everybody.
We'll see you later. Thanks for being here.
And thanks to all the playtesters. As always.
As always.